Alright, so it is now the spring season of 2023. We have survived the winter. The RV is still tarped up. It's blowing around like crazy, but it's still tarped up. The front is secured. It's frozen to the ground still. This side is still frozen to the ground as well. We just had an insane ice storm 2 days ago. We lost power and all that good stuff, so I'm hoping, and it's forecasted to look like the last winter event of the year, well, of the season I should say. So with that being said, next week it's gonna be like high teens, low 20s for degrees, and that is Celsius of course. And I'm hoping I can get this thing uncovered, do a full walk around inspection. We're going to be starting checking underneath the engine bay, all the ports and all that stuff, the windows. I actually had been able to make it inside like a week or so ago. By miracle I was able to get the tarp off the ground. I just wanted to check on things. It was kind of a mild day, and everything seemed to look just fine. Obviously there's still that leak. Wow, that is loud. I'm sorry. Obviously there's still that leak by the shower, but it looked like it had spread a little bit towards like the fan in the bathroom area and the plumbing vent, and kind of seeped a bit over towards the bedroom. So I'm going to be removing the ceiling all in that area, checking everything, redoing all the insulation there, because I'm redoing it in the bathroom anyways, so I figured I might as well just go all out. And then we're going to check on the roof. I need to peel all that old tar stuff off, locate any leaks. I'm going to use like a sealant tape, and then we're going to be resealing the entire roof with a Henry's Tropicool. Once I have the new fans and all of that stuff, and the roof rack installed, we're gonna seal over that. So that'll be in a little bit, but to begin with, once we get going on this, we're going to do a full inspection. Ideally get it started, get it running, full check on everything, the plumbing lines, make sure nothing froze. I do have the antifreeze stuff in there, so it should be fine, but we're gonna do a thorough check on everything, and then we're going to get started on checking off that list again. I have a revised list now, so we can go over that then as well. Just so you know what I'm going to be working on further on this project, and if there's anything in there that you want to see, you can make sure to look forward to that. So I know in a few seconds here you're going to be able to see what will be in probably a week from now for me. Grand Rising everybody, we are back. It is the following week, and we're going to take the tarp off today. It's about 15 degrees, a little windy, but I think it's perfect working weather. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy off, and then from there we'll go around, do a little inspection, and then we're gonna go on the inside. Alright y'all, the tarp is off. I just gotta move all these bricks and rocks and everything that was holding it down, and then we'll do that little walk around. But it's really refreshing seeing this instead of the big blue box, so I'm happy. Okay, we are back once again, and there's nothing from what I've seen so far that's totally out of the ordinary. Everything looks pretty much exactly how I left it. So let's give you a quick little look around. I'll speak on any little points that I think are worth mentioning, and then we'll move from there. I'm not really sure where this video is gonna lead to, but I'm probably just gonna clean up after I cut the camera off, and then we'll reassess from there. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so let's start at the very front. Everything here looks good. There's no signs of any intruders. The loft is looking nice. I need to fix that wallpaper there, it peeled a bit. And in that corner too, so I'll just have to glue that on. But other than that, all good. Everything over there is nice and dry, all sealed up. And I might have to glue that top there a bit. Maybe over there, it's bubbled a little. Everything here's good. The door is good. I checked under the cabinets. All good. I checked all the drawers and cupboards. That's all good as well. No leaks here. All clean. No leaks here. All clean. This oven, exactly the same. Wardrobes, also the same. And no signs of water coming in up here. The fridge is all good. This possibly had a little water come in because, well, it's just plastic there, and the seal around this is old, and that's all getting replaced, but nothing crazy. Around here's all good, and back here's all good. The back window is perfect. This is perfect. This window, no more leaks. Sealed all up from last season. This is good too. Sink's good. Under the sink, also still good. That's still sealed. No signs of anything there. One thing that I noticed is this dehumidifier damp rid thing full of water, so it's definitely wet in here in this area. So one thing that I did notice was right there, you can see the light coming in that corner. That's for the top of this fan, but you can see that there's like the cover for it, so it's just a vent. And I guess that's to avoid dust flying in when the fan's on. But I don't think the seal around that's very good because there's like tuck tape, so I think that's where a majority of that water came in, because it was kind of pooling on the tarp, and you know how things go in water pools, so it was a bit wet over here. It's dried now. Regardless, I'm gonna pull this out and just inspect basically from like here across backwards. So from in front of the fan, like the last edge of the fan, all the way across, and then back to the wall. This is all dry right now, but it had been wet at one point. Yeah, so nothing too really crazy, to be honest with you. You know, my bathroom situation is pretty insane. But other than that, everything is looking really good, so I'm happy with how things turned out on the inside. We're gonna do a walk around on the outside, check the engine bay, just give it a quick look over, and then I have a meeting in 30 minutes, so I'll try and get that done, and then we'll regroup and continue this little adventure of getting it back ready for this season. So I might just go ahead and take the ceiling out today after everything, and then make a separate video for actually starting this and like potentially driving it. I should drive it, so I'll make that a video of itself, a nice good cold start video, and any mechanical adjustments that I see fit that I feel like doing. So I'm gonna clean up quick, we're gonna do a walk around, and then I'll see you in a little bit. Peace. Alright guys, we're back. We're gonna do the physical exterior inspection. We'll start with the engine bay. So as we can see, we have both the batteries pulled because I didn't start it all winter, but everything looks the exact same. There's no signs of wear, there's no signs of critters, and we will be checking all of the fluids in the next video where I attempt to get this thing started. The only thing that did change was this new power steering pump. Well, it used to be all brand new chrome steel looking steel, really, but it's rusted now, so there's that. But other than that, everything's the same. So I'll have to figure out this wire situation here. I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming it's a solenoid, but if anyone else had one of these, it's for the accessory 12-volt battery. There's this positive that goes to it, so it goes to the positive on the battery, and then there's this negative that goes to the negative on the battery. But I changed it around because this used to be back here, and this was on here, and this was on the other side, I think. So I just changed it to what made the most sense. Like, power will go into it, it's grounded out already there, and yeah, but I don't know, I just thought it was causing that like weird electrical problem where when I would touch like the frame, I would feel the current. So that's how I have it right now. I don't know if it's any good, and we'll see when the battery goes back in, but yeah. So that's all good. Grill's good. Bumper's good. This front tire is a little low on air. I will have to fill it up. It goes to 50 psi per tire, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's what it says here. So where are you at? At 50 psi. So all the windows look good. Gas tanks, all the accessory doors are all good. Everything back here looks good. That's still sealed. Don't know why that's open. That's good. The door's good. I checked all this, and I'm not sure what was going on here, but it was like there was a little bit of like drippage of like dirty water, rusty, dirty water. So, but that's taken care of, and that's all good. So you can see it's all sealed up now and whatever, so should be fine. And I really want to get this awning out at some point because I haven't been able to do it since I bought it. I did it with the guy who sold it to me, and since then I haven't been able to do it, so I want to make sure I can do it, and I think it needs a couple little minor repairs. So we're gonna do that eventually. And the door is good. I already opened it, I checked it out. Everything's good there. And I went underneath to take the bungee cords off for the tarp earlier, and everything that I saw looked pretty good there too. I mean, I didn't see any leaks or anything, but you know, some general maintenance that could be done, I'm sure. So we'll see when the time comes. With this, the two fronts are a little low, the other ones seem fine, the 4 in the back. So, and we have one good puppy. This is Hendrix, my travel buddy. Give me some. Don't leave me hanging. There you go. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm driving to where I'm going instead of flying, because I don't want to put you on a plane. Seems traumatic. So him and I will be partaking on our journey together. And I'm very excited. So today's a good day. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing finished, but I do have a lot of fun building it. So I'm just enjoying the process. It's been really nice. So I mean, what do you guys think? What should we do now? Should we get started on the inside ceiling? Actually, you know what? Let's go up on the roof real quick, take a look up there, and then we'll go back inside. Alright, so we're back up. Here's that plumbing pipe by the shower, the vent in the bathroom. See what I was saying about this tape? I mean, that's not a tight seal by any means. I don't care. I don't care how sticky it is or whatever. Like, water can make its way through just about anything if there's any little hole. So, like, look at that. All this junk that they put up on here, I'm ripping it all out, starting with that corner, and I'm just gonna hack my way across up until at least here, at the very least right here, or I mean ideally all the way to here, right? Because this stuff is fine, it's been doing a decent job, but all this other shit, I'm not really super fond of it. But you know, I mean, it's on there, it's super tight. Right now it's hardened, so, but when it's warm out, it gets stretchy, and I think I could peel it off. It's gonna be a ton of work getting this off, but I definitely think it's doable. I really have no choice but to do it back here, because you know, you press on it and it's like bubbles, and there's a huge bubble back here before, full of water. Like, look, let me take this off. Give me a second. This tape has been on here for a long time, and it's gonna be hard to get this off now, but don't really have too much option. Like, anyone know how I can get this off? It's like dried duct tape, papery. It's really gross. Definitely need to figure out how to get that off. But it's the least of my concerns right now, because this is what I'm talking about. Like, bad. Really bad. I don't even know what kind of surface I'm looking at under there. All I know is it's not good. Alright guys, I've decided that we're going to go ahead and get started on removing the the ceiling in the bathroom, and partially in the bedroom. I'm just gonna take off minimal amount to be able to inspect what's underneath. Like, this was all fine, this was fine, it was just a bit here because, you know, traveled over, pooled, but it had mostly come from right here. And yeah, so I'm gonna take out, probably start here, across, and then whatever amount I can here, and just, yeah, we'll see. I'm probably gonna have to look back at that video I took when it was wet, because it's all dry now and a lot of it looks like it doesn't really need to come out, so we're just gonna get some of this off, like especially here and all the places where you can clearly see there was water, like rusty, so you know, it wants to come off. So we're gonna get that off, and we'll inspect, take out the insulation if needed, and see if there's any visible blemishes in the roof. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll give you guys a little time lapse here, but hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, so good news. We have really no water damage over here at all. I peeled off a couple layers. Everything is totally dry. There's no warping, there's no staining. So I think it was just very light surface stuff. I was able to get out this whole metal strip that was here. Don't know if you recall, but it was like this, hanging down. I was able to peel it back all the way, and then it ripped off there. This is all dry. Everything here is dry. This is dry. You know, this is the only strip that I can get off. It's glued on so tight, so it really doesn't need to come off, because all this is out. And the only place that was wet was, like, in terms of the wood, was right here, and mostly right here, like pretty much all right here. So I'm assuming, based on coloration and the way it feels, this is the only really place where water was getting in, so I can deal with that. It was, and due to the angle we're on, it was kind of coming like this, across a little bit, and back, and forwards towards me. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of silicone here, just seal it and see if that helps, but I'll only know once it rains again what's the deal. But yeah, it's mainly this area right here and a little bit here, so that's good news. I don't think I need to take anything else out, but we'll know again when it rains if I need to or not. So we'll be able to just put in the new ceiling into this, And yeah, like, this saves me a lot of time and energy, to be honest, not having to take all of the insulation completely out. But there is quite a lot of trash now and bits of that thin wood stuff everywhere, and the metal sheet, and a good little pup waiting for me to finish. So I think we're going to clean all this up and call it a day, and we'll get back busy tomorrow after work. Hey Bubba, how's that sound? Yeah. Well, that concludes the first day back of the 2023 season. It feels so good to be back inside of here. Honestly, over the winter, it felt like a part of me was missing. So I'm thrilled to be back in working. In here is like, it's just a blast. I love it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, slowly working away at it when I have time, and dedicating my spare hours to this beautiful beast. And I'm looking forward to accomplishing all of these great things that I still have set out ahead of me, because I'd say I've finished about 70% of the work, but what's left is like, they're big jobs and they're going to be a lot of work. So I think in my next video I'll include a list of everything that I have planned that I still want to do, or perhaps I'll yeah, we'll save it for the next video. I don't want to run this one too long, but yeah, it's just really good to be back. There'll be more content coming later this week. We'll be doing the mechanical stuff, and then we'll see what we can get into in terms of checking off that list. In that video, I'll introduce the list of what I have left, and then we'll see what we can get done. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna put in the steel support beam, fix up any little things that need to be touched up, and then maybe we'll do like painting the sink, the bathroom sink, and the range stove range hood. Seeing about maybe putting a new fan in there so it's not so loud, and like just little things like that until I'm ready to do the big project, like getting up on the roof. I might, if it's hot one of these days and I can really peel that off, I might see how much I can get off and clean it, and then put down some like temporary sealant or something like that. So then if I know that it's sealed like that, then I can start putting insulation back in the bathroom and building up the walls and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a great time, and I'm really excited to take you along with me. I'm going to try my best to increase the quality of my videos, so like, you know, camera quality, audio quality, lighting, things like that. I really want to make these as enjoyable to watch as possible, because it's so enjoyable for me to make these. So yeah, do you have any comments about what you think I could do better? Please let me know. I'm all ears. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, man.